Dear patients, good morning. How are you guys doing? Since on Monday, you people have automatically turned to cardiologists, dishing out BP advice online. Some of you are even saying if you have BP and you dance in a club small, you will disappear. Some of you are saying if you drink alcohol will. You people should calm down. BP is not juju, neither is it a Budweiser demon. Some of you that have been busy online dishing out this BP advice, if they give you a microphone and say what is BP now, you now start saying it's too much thinking. Before, you cannot avoid or prevent something you don't understand. And that is why I'm here as your favorite healthcare educator. I'm here to teach you in a simplest form everything you need to know about BP. So you need to stay tuned, watch this video so that you understand this disease. And understanding this disease is what is going to help you to know how to manage it. As we have been hearing, BP. What is BP? BP simply means blood pressure. And what is blood pressure? Blood pressure simply means the force at which the heart pumps blood to every part of your body through the blood vessels, including itself. Yes, the heart also pumps blood to itself through an artery known as coronary artery or coronary arteries. Blood pressure, as we all know, can either be normal or abnormal. Blood pressure is said to be normal when it's 120/80. Yes, you got it. That was what they told us in secondary school, and that is true. However, due to variation in individual daily activities and other changes, clinically, a blood pressure of 135/85 is also considered to be within normal range. In fact, a blood pressure of 140/90 is still within normal range. We start saying that blood pressure is abnormal when it is above 140/90 in an adult. Then we start looking at you as a BP patient. And this 120/80 or 135/85 simply means the pressure of your blood when your heart contracts or at the peak of the contraction of your heart. While the over 80, which is the numerator, remember that the 120 is the denominator and 80 is the numerator. Now this 80, which is the numerator, simply means or stands for the pressure of your blood when your heart relaxes, or the lower value of your blood pressure when your heart is at its relaxed state. And when we say BP is abnormal, either it is too high or it is too low. When it is too high, we call it hypertension. When it's too low, we call it hypotension. Now the question is, what is hypertension and what is hypotension? Hypertension are two different words that we are coined together to form our medical terminology, which is hypertension. Hyper simply means elevated or increased. Now when you hear tension simply means force or pressure. Now when we join these two words together, hypertension, this simply means elevated or increased force or pressure of a substance in a given medium. And this given medium is the blood vessel, and the substance we are talking about in this topic is the blood. So when we say that this person is hypertensive with regards to blood pressure, we are talking about an elevated or increased blood pressure. There are two types of hypertension. Hypertension can be primary or secondary. My focus today is mainly on primary hypertension. That is, primary hypertension is a type of hypertension with no obvious cause. Now, what I mean by no obvious cause, this person is a normal human being with no kidney disease, no diabetes, no gushing disease, which are major causes of hypertension. Now, this type of hypertension is usually tagged idiopathic in the hospital. Another type of hypertension is the secondary type of hypertension. Now, this is type of hypertension that is seen in an individual with kidney disease or kidney failure, diabetes or gushing disease. Going back to the primary type hypertension, the reason why I'm focusing on primary hypertension is because this is the major one that kills even faster than secondary type of hypertension. Because in secondary type of hypertension, we already know that there is an underlying health condition like kidney failure. I've mentioned that before. So we know that it's kidney failure that is causing it, or hyperparathyroidism that is causing it. So this type can be managed when this disease that is causing it is managed. So the one that I want to talk about now is the primary type that just a person suddenly develop without having any health issue. That is the one I want to talk about. Now let us look at three major things that causes primary hypertension, and if not other type of hypertension. One of them is increase in volume of blood in the heart. Now, let's look at it this way. Let's use Catholic Church as a practical example for increase in volume of blood in the heart as one of the causes of primary hypertension. We know that most Catholic churches that they are building now, they usually have two doors, the entrance door and this one is exit door, right? Now we know that the exit door is for those inside the church already, maybe those that came for first mass when Father said go in peace, the mass has ended. So those inside the church will not use that exit door to come out. Why those that are waiting for first mass to end to go in, that's those for second mass, now use the entrance door to enter. They say that they usually used to have like 100 members that used to come out from that church at every first mass. And now this particular Sunday, out of that 100 members that used to come out from that exit door, we now have 50 of them that are doing Thanksgiving, today. And you know that when they are doing Thanksgiving, you invite your friends and well-wishers, your extended family members, they will come. And so let's say that from 100 members, they are now like about 300 members in the church. And they still have to use that same exit door to come out. Now, what happened is that for them to come out, is either they are going to scatter the door, or some people will incur injury while they are forcing themselves to come out, right? I don't know if you are getting what I'm saying. Because there is increase in the number of people that use that door to come out. It's still the same size of door they are using to come out. This is what happens when there is increase in blood volume in the heart. There is an increase in the volume of blood that is being pumped, but this blood is still going to pass through the same blood vessel. Is either this blood vessel will expand for this blood to flow out, or there will be a force for them to come out at the same time. The end product will be increase in the tension of the blood vessels. This is how primary hypertension results in terms of increase in blood volume. What are the things that causes increase in volume of blood in the heart? One of the major things that causes increase in volume of blood in the heart is too much salt intake. Too much salt in the body causes fluid retention. That is your body holding too much water. Now, another thing that causes increase in volume of blood in the heart is when your kidney is not excreting enough fluid, either through sweating or urinating. So your kidney is not doing the job as it's supposed to do. This will not cause fluid retention in your body. Another causes of primary hypertension is what we call vasoconstriction or narrowing of blood vessels. What causes narrowing of blood vessels is the position of fats or lipids on the walls of the blood vessels. Now, let's say this is the blood vessel through which the blood passes through. Now, the heart is pumping blood because there are deposits of fats or lipoproteins on the walls of the blood vessels. This causes the wall of the blood vessels to reduce in size because these fat deposits have taken space. These proteins and lipoproteins, they are like oil. So when they stick, they cause narrowing of the movement, or they restrict movement, thereby restricting the outflow of this blood through this vessel. One of the things that causes narrowing of blood vessels is which can lead to inflammation, and this inflammation gives root to fat deposits, especially low density lipoproteins. Another thing that causes primary hypertension is autoregulation. This one is not naturally caused by you. This is when a person's blood pressure starts going up temporarily. When you check the person's blood pressure, it is going up, it is going up. At some point, the blood vessels, the kidney, and the circulatory system will not have to adjust to it. Is this one the blood? Maybe this is not the normal. Even when it is too high, your body will not adjust to it, seeing it as a normal. The symptoms include headache. Most of them find it difficult to sleep, and you hear some of them saying, dizziness, oh, I'm feeling dizzy, like to pass out. Some of them usually also face blackout. Now, when you are experiencing such kind of symptom, you notice that you're having this, even most times, this kind of headache, paracetamol or Panadol does not stop it. So it is a call for you to go to hospital and find out why you are having this headache that is not. You have slept, you have taken Panadol, you have taken paracetamol, still you are still having headache. It is a call for you to go to hospital. Or you are feeling this unnecessary dizziness or unnecessary blackout, you can't sleep. It is a call for you to go to hospital. Now, how do we manage this hypertension? I'll talk about it in my next video. See you and have a nice day, dear patients.